Hi everyone, let's take this practice test together. This is a new question type. Read and select. Have 5 seconds to decide which is a real English word. Underpants, yes. Handy, yes. Candage, not sure. Painting, not sure. Morally, yes. Underestimate, yes. Weak shelf, not sure. Correspond, yes. Posited, no. Directly, no. Why is it no? Fracture, not sure. Fina, wow. Pirates, confused, no. Impartiality, Steve, yes. Complete the sentence. So each sentence will have a word that is incomplete, and we have to complete it. Right. All my belongings fit into this small suitcase. That's activity. Belongings. Next. Despite our love for collaboration, the fierce competition among us for the top spot was undeniable. The newly renovated apartments now boast a fresh coat of paint and updated appliances. After taking a shower, he combed his hair, brushed his teeth, and got dressed. The kite had her in the sky attached by a long string to the handle below. The legally broadcasted copyright music must be licensed by the copyright holder. Must first be licensed by the copyright holder. Don't let your cereal sit in milk or it will become soggy. Despite his fear, he stepped boldly up to the starting line, determined to win the race. After missing their flights, the travelers found themselves in a predicament. In a predicament, right? Section will have 18 to 21 questions from 3 question types. Read and complete, listen and type and read aloud. Take up to 30 minutes. Let's go.
He was very happy with the recommendation.
So you first type what you heard, confirm you heard correctly again, which I'm about to do.
He was very happy with the recommendation.
I was very happy with the recommendation. I here for the last time to be sure. That second time was if there were any corrections. Now for the last time to be sure.
He was very happy with the recommendation.
He was very happy with the recommendation. Start with capital letter and end with a full stop. The current spelling follows major reform of 1918 and the final codification of 1956. The current spelling follows the major reform of 1918 and the final codification of 1956.
Each group of mammals has its own frequency. Each group of mammals has its own frequency.
group of mammals has its own frequency? That was a comma, not a full stop. Look out for mistakes like this. Group of mammals has its own frequency.
Each group of mammals has its own frequency.
Has its own frequency. Programming languages started to appear in the 1950s, and this was also another major step in abstraction. You read first, then you record. Programming languages started to appear in the 1950s, and this was also another major step in abstraction.
We've ascertained the truth.
I'm not sure if this spelling was ascertained. This we've, yeah, we've ascertained the truth. Usually when I'm not sure, when I'm done with the practice test, I go back to check it. We've ascertained the truth. Let's check that's correct. Next. Filling the blanks. Karim had been speculating that his son was sneaking out at night, and his suspicions were further aroused when his son's shoes mysteriously traveled from the living room to the kitchen overnight. Karim, I'm not sure what that for that he had. During his nighttime adventures and failed to back, I'm not sure of this one, to their original location. Here to place them back. Karen that he had don't know. His sensation of errors when he traveled summoned doubt is correct. I doubt is correct that done he had donated don't this is weird. Why is he so hard that he had dunked? I doubt that this is wrong. This dunked is wrong. Summoned, can someone summarize? Summarily, these two, this summoned and dunked are wrong. I'm sure they're wrong. But I don't know what they are. We'll check when we're done. Yeah, to confirm. I just took a screenshot to check when I'm done. Well, let's hit next. Done.
Small and large steamboats and riverboats worked on lakes and rivers. Small and large steamboats and riverboats worked on lakes and rivers.
So now I'm not sure if these are spelled together or separately. I think let's do together. Let's separate it. When it moves all the way around the clock, the minute hand moves forward one space. You read first, then you record. When it moves all the way around the clock, the minute hand moves forward one space.
I felt very sorry that I put them to so much trouble. I felt very sorry that I put them to so much trouble.
Your I as a pronoun should be capitalized every time. I feel very sorry that I put them to so much trouble last time.
I felt very sorry that I put them to so much trouble.
Yeah, so we're good to go. An important example of the latter is spotting the partner during chance, especially free spins. An important example of the latter is spotting the partner during turns, especially free spins.
Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar in grapes. Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar in grapes.
Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar in grapes. Let's listen one more time.
Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar in grapes.
When Rima hosts people at her home, she bends over backwards to ensure they're taken care of. In her view, the comfort and relaxation of her guest is of the utmost importance. She emphasizes their desires and worry noticeably has to provide. I think I've come across this before with everything and worry. She emphasizes their desire and noticeably desires and would noticeably have to provide them with everything. In her view, the comfort and relaxation, wow, so it's good to read through, of her guests is of the utmost importance. She emphasizes their desires and would noticeably have to provide them with everything. I think we're good to go.
The company prioritized the use of recycled materials during the manufacturing process. The company prioritized the use of recycled materials during the manufacturing process.
The company prioritized the use of recycled materials during the manufacturing process.
The company prioritized the use of recycled materials during the manufacturing process.
We're good to go. The position of a person is their status or responsibility in a community or group of people. Read it first before you record. I keep saying it. Read it first before you go ahead to record. The position of a person is their status or responsibility in a community or group of people.
All of these scenarios increase the demands for modern refrigeration and manufactured ice.
I didn't hear that part. So I'll have to listen again.
All of these scenarios increase the demands for modern refrigeration
For
and
modern
manufactured ice.
refrigeration. All of these scenarios increase the demand for modern refrigeration and manufactured ice.
All of these scenarios increase the demands for modern refrigeration and manufactured ice.
They help students and researchers understand the order or chronology of historical events for a subject. All of these questions seem very familiar. They help students and researchers understand the order or chronology of historical events for a subject. Uninformed jury. I've definitely come across this before. In jury selection, lawyers are now beginning to favor individuals who are uninformed about the topic of the case. The logic is that individuals who come in with experience, with expertise in the topic will also have strong opinions. This prior knowledge supposedly affects their ability to be impartial. The logic is that individuals who come in with expertise in a topic will also have strong opinions. This prior knowledge supposedly affects their ability to be impartial. I think we're good to go.
You are a school teacher, aren't you? You are a school teacher, aren't you?
You are a school teacher and you. Before questions that have question tags, before statements that have question tags, a question at the end, just before the question you put a comma, there's a comma before the until, then there's a question mark since it's a question tag. I don't know if you get it.
You are a school teacher, aren't you?
Until. If you notice there was a pause, there's a slight pause before the until, the reason for the comma. 7 to 8 minutes answers these questions. Interactive reading. Interactive reading. Jiho has always loved music, but never knew how much until he found his new favorite band. Did I just get a call? Okay, I didn't. Jiho has always loved music, but never knew how much until he found his new favorite band. He saw them in a concert and was blown away. In the past, he had listened to a lot of different kinds of music, but this was the first time he had ever heard anything like this. He went straight to his computer and bought every one of their CDs and posters he could find. He also watches their videos and follows them on every social media platform. Every Monday night, he looks forward to their video. So that's the best sentence to fill in the passage. Definitely not the last one. I think that's the most probable. Yep. What did Jiho do after he saw his new favorite? What did he do? He went to his computer and bought. How does Jiho keep up with new videos from his favorite? Express the idea. He definitely found a new favorite band by going to a concert. That's what the passage is trying to tell us. Best title based on the passage will determine the best title. Jill's new favorite. It wasn't his college collection. There was no talk about college. There was no talk about MP3, although there were talks about CDs that he bought. He wasn't selling, so it was about his favorite band. So Jill's new favorite band is the most appropriate. Interactive listening. Repeat. You participate in a conversation about general below. You and your friend are both teaching assistants for a professor's introduction to international relations class this semester. You're both finding the workload to be a bit overwhelming, especially since you have other classes of your own to worry about. Let's go.
Hey, are you enjoying being a TA this semester?
Both of them are tiers for international relations. So it's definitely not this one. It's not this one, this one, definitely the last one, most likely.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel like I'm barely keeping up with all the grading and class preparation.
Okay, this is a little bit more complicated. What do you think of the class so far? Are you enjoying it? Definitely not it. Yeah, I bet it must be really difficult to keep track of all those grades. Yeah, that's true. To be a lot worse if you have to grade them every day. Oh, it's hard to know when there are so many students. It's definitely not the first one and the last one. So between these three rather. Yeah, and on top of that, we have classes that we are taking to worry about. Yeah, that's true. To be a lot worse if you have to grade them every day. Yeah, I bet it must be really difficult to keep track of all this. I'll go with the second one. I may be wrong, but let's see. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Exactly. It's been pretty challenging so far.
Exactly, it's been pretty challenging so far. It cannot be me neither. But at least when this together, make think I help each other some of them. That sounds like a good idea. She didn't say anything that's a good idea. Just so much consideration. The professor keeps telling me on assignment. Say that may be a good idea to maybe to assign us. Let's it's most likely this other one. They're in this together.
That sounds like a great idea. Maybe we can trade off grading assignments or something like that.
It cannot be me neither. You know? She gave a suggestion, so this person has to agree or not. How much time do I have left? 2 minutes. I think this one. Okay. try to get ahead as well now. No problem. Thanks for starting it. Well, thank you. Those are really great suggestions. No problem. Thanks for brainstorming. Okay, that sounds right. It's definitely not this one. Thanks. I'll see you tomorrow. It's definitely not this. It's not this one. It's not that one. No problem. Thanks. I don't think it's this one. Thanks. Those are all great suggestions. Thanks, sister. I think it's this one. I hope we're right. Fingers crossed. I hope we're right. Whoops. We're wrong. Now we're going to summarize in 75 seconds. Hi. Oh, it's really hot. Write about the photo and interactive writing to take up to 9 minutes. Oh, very to write about the topic below the previous question. You need speed, a lot of speed. Some occasions require many years of education. Discuss a career that requires a significant amount of education and preparation. I think medicine. Would you consider this career for yourself? Support your opinion with specific examples. I'll talk about medicine. Better write about the topic below. That demands a lot of studying and education is medicine. It takes an estimate of 6 years. Why did I write 6 a capital letter? Spent in school and an additional 3 to 4 years for house job, housemanship. I hope that spelling is correct. I would not think of I would not think of venturing into medicine because I do not have interest in that field, and I am not a firm believer of delayed gratification. I enjoy getting rewards for my labor quickly. Long studies does not give room for quick results as regards starting one's actual career. People who study in other fields tend to gain industry experience way ahead of doctors. I need to correct that way. I think we're good. In considering your career that requires significant education, how may the status and respect of student education influence your idea? Explain your viewpoints. Even though such careers come with a lot of prestige and really significant remuneration as regards remuneration in line with their professionalism. For me, everything everything boils down to I'm not sure how to spell that. Is an everything should be a function of interests. If I do, do not fancy the field. My time there will leave me frustrated and unfulfilled regardless. Jesus Christ. Of the respect get. I had to finish. Wow. 10 seconds to prepare and 9 seconds to respond. Speaking.
Talk about a time when you were excited to try something new.
Time I was excited to try something new. I usually advise to talk about an actual experience so you don't have to brainstorm. Time I tried something new. I have no idea. I'll just come up with something. The time I tried something new that I can recall that I was excited was when I was a child, when I went to the cinema for the first time. It may not exactly relate to trying an actual thing, but it was my first time at the cinema. I hadn't been there before. I found the fact that the place was cold, it was chilling, it was quiet, the lights were out, it was a new experience. It was thrilling and exhilarating. I had adrenaline pumping through my veins because I'm like, oh wow, this is nice. And the fact that I had to sneak snacks in so that I would not get snacks at the counter in front of the cinema. It was all fun. And the main experience was the movie I went to see. It was funny. It was exciting to experience that with a lot of people at the same time. And I kept looking out for other people's reaction. Oh, I found reactions. Oh, I found this funny. Did this person find this funny? Oh, no, the person didn't find it funny. Oh, yeah, the person found it funny. So it was the communal feeling and experience was really great and I found it really interesting. I was really happy. Prepare to speak about this topic. So when you have time, you look at the topic and I know it's a train station with passengers. This image shows passengers in a train. The train has the inscription of numbers above it in the background, 3,426, with a stop sign in the other compartment beside it. In the picture, 4 passengers are fully visible, while there is a passenger whose hand we can just see. The man in the foreground of the picture has on a hash hat and black jacket. He seems he's carrying a bag. The man behind him has glasses on with dark screens and he has a hat, a hoodie on, is wearing a brown jacket, and right beside that man is another passenger who is sitting wearing brown pants and inner, then a blue jacket and a black beanie that has white inscriptions in front. Now beside him towards his left, my right, there is a passenger wearing a jacket that seems to be orange and white with an orange beanie, and he's holding on. The passenger who I cannot see fully, is holding on to the pole of the train. The train seems to be in motion. Talk about a film you saw recently. Oh wow, I like this. What it was about when I saw it, who was the main character, what else I remember about it. I saw a movie titled The Rookie recently. I saw it about a month ago. It was about a man in his late 40s who, after a divorce and a very scary experience, decided to join the police force, the Los Angeles Police Department. It was very difficult, but he eventually joined. The movie it had an American setting, obviously, it was done in Los Angeles. I saw this movie in January of this year, 2024. The main character was John Nolan, a 40-year-old who, like I said earlier, was just divorced. The film was very interesting. It is a seasonal film. It has different parts, different episodes. Like I said, it was about a man joining police force. So it was set in a police station. There were undercover agents. There were other agents. The other rookies that John Nolan was working with, they had several criminal cases. They went out on patrols on the streets. They dealt with drug dealers. They dealt with armed robbers. They dealt with different cases and usually had to come back after the whole day to drop their police cam, and write reports and do paperwork about the whole event. Okay, we're almost done. This section will writing and speaking will contribute to your score and will be available to the institutions. What is the name of the book that has influenced you the most and what is it about? Explain how the book has influenced you the most. At this point you think about what you want to talk about and try to strategize how you talk about it. We're supposed to write, right? time to speak. If I could go back and redo one thing. Personally, I don't think I have the desire to go back to redo anything because I believe in things happening for a reason. But if I had to, speaking in what's it called now? If I had to go back a day, it would be the day that I graduated from school. I was down. I wasn't really happy about the grade I finished with. I felt all the time I had spent in school had come to nothing. All my efforts had been rubbished because of a lot of things that contributed to soiling my results. So I wasn't as excited as I should be. I wasn't as elated as I should be. I wasn't in the whole process. I just wanted to get the whole day over with and get on with my life. From that day, I have experienced a lot more things, a lot of things, and I have learned that I should live in the moment and appreciate the little things that life has for me because in the long run, everything sums up to determine how I approach other things. Everything sums up to determine how I am as a person, my state of mind, my mental health. So I wish I could go back and redo that day because of the disappointment I felt, it affected how I addressed certain experiences. After then, I just felt, oh, I'm done with school. I didn't come out with anything good. Nothing good can come out of me or something. So I was very lackadaisical and uninterested in a lot of things. I wasn't giving everything, all of the energy I was supposed to give. And that in turn affected the results I had for a couple of years after then. Redoing that day is going to change the trajectory of my life for sure because I would learn to do things and take things the way they are and make the most of even the littlest of things. If life gives me lemons, I would learn to make lemonade. I would learn to take the most simple, most basic of things and create magic with it, make something beautiful, something great out of the little experiences that life has given me. And I chose that day because really it would it would make things turn out for the better for me and I'll be able to relate better with people and enjoy my life to the fullest. You only live once, so you have to make the best of the one chance you get. Why do I keep scoring the same thing? 140 to 150. Why can't I not score 160? Anyway, that's it guys. If you enjoyed this video, if it was beneficial to you, please like, subscribe and share. I'll come up with more practice videos. I hope these practice videos have been helping you until I come your way next time. Toodles.